Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Budweiser Shootout Practice. This is final practice for the drivers that are in the Budweiser Shootout. Now let me tell you, this is going to be pretty good. As you see, the first car out on the track is the inaugural Bud Shootout winner, Joey Stats. Joey Stats comes into this as a as kind of a part-timer. He's kind of a rookie-ish because he only made it to the Pocono race. But he's back and he's returning now. He is we're going to go take a look at him coming down the backstretch. He is driving the 55 this season for Michael Waltrip Racing. Joey's looking to go 2 in a row here in the Budweiser Shootout. He drew second, so he is starting second in the Bud Shootout. So he's got himself a good spot up there. If I'm ever able to get a hold of him and talk to him, we'll definitely be able to sit down with an interview with him and see how he's going. The 55 begins his lap around this Daytona International Speedway practice. We'll see. This is much like how the Daytona 500 practice is gonna be, or qualifying. Daytona 500 qualifying, which will be live tomorrow. Right. Well, it'll be live right after the Budweiser Shootout. That will It'll be a practice session, much like, that's how the new style of qualifying is on tracks like this. It'll be kind of like groups and stuff. Just go out there and practice as Joey is now going to complete his first timed lap. A 49.536 for Joey Stats. That's going to put him on the board as we're now going to take a look at the drivers behind him. That's Alex Jones in the 56. He got a pole at California. He was on the outside pole for the Daytona 500, and then he got the pole the very next week at California. So he's in the Budweiser Shootout. He's sticking with the 56, another Michael Waltrip Racing car. He is sticking with the 56 this season. So Alex, winless, but did get a pole, so he's in the shootout for that. We're going to go just ahead of him here to the 22 of Sam Young. Now, Sam Young drove the 34 in Season 1 and is now driving the 22 on the same for Penske Racing, on the same for his teammate Dylan Young. So we're going to see what Sam can do. He got a couple of poles last season. Came close to winning at Homestead, but unfortunately that went to his now teammate Dylan Young. Now we're up to the 34 of Dustin Griffiths. This is a one-race deal for this team. Dustin did not make it into signups. So Dustin now is driving a one-race deal out of Front Row Motorsports in this 34 team. He's looking to get in. He's looking to have a great run here in the Bud Shootout. Right behind him is Nick Bellardo. Nick got a pole. Nick Bellardo, he was doing pretty good last season. He unfortunately wrecked at Zenjoltis, but he had a pole. I think at he might have had the pole like a week before Homestead. I'm not sure where he got the pole, but I know he got one. It's all written down somewhere, but I don't know where it's at. As he's passing the 34 car, we're going to now come back here. Here's Season 1 champion Robert Wagner in the number 32 Fast Lane Racing Federated Auto Parts Ford Fusion. He's in this field for winning. He didn't win a pole, but he was the season champion, so he got an automatic ticket into the Bud Shootout. If he wins it, if he wins it, he'll be able to be in, but it'll be in the rest. But Robert looking to repeat his season from last season as he returns to the ride that he drove to a championship last season. Right behind him is Jessica Sheldon in the number 29 this season. She takes over from Danny Wells. Danny, who moves over to the 5. Jessica had a pretty dismal Cup season in season 1, coming in about halfway through, but had horrible times with engine failures and stuff, so she left front row and came to Richard Childress Racing driving the 29. This is one of her paint schemes, her custom Coors Light Bill Elliott throwback scheme. So that's pretty cool that she's running that here for the Daytona Speed Weeks. Now, speaking of the 5, here's Danny Wells in the 5. He's currently 14th fastest, but he is went from the 29 to the 5. Danny he had an okay season. He got 2 poles, both at Talladega, and he won at one of the Talladegas, and that got him into the field. So he's looking to have a stellar performance in season 2. Matthew Rodriguez, whose only win of the season in season 1 came at the Coca-Cola Speedway, which we're not going to anymore, but it was a super speedway win, and he also grabs a pole at a few tracks, I think, so it put him into this field. Here comes Charles Jackson. Charles was on the pole at a couple, I forgot what racetrack. Okay, let's put it this way. I don't know where these guys got the pole. It's on a list that I don't have with me right now. But everyone in here does have a pole. Charles's only win actually came at New Hampshire. Charles's only win came at New Hampshire. Right behind Charles in the one race deal. Right behind Charles in a one race deal is Ryan Cooper in the 07. That's 4th car out of Michael Waltrip Racing. So 4th car out of Michael Waltrip Racing, and right behind him, actually going to his inside, is Dylan Potey. Oh, Charles is going to pull out a line here. Charles is slowing down. I don't know if something broke in his car or if he was just slowing down. But Potey, he's coming into this race as the pole sitter for the Bud Shootout. And to see if he can have a better stellar performance than he did last season. Anthony McCurry comes into this field driving the 43 now instead of the 88 from last season. So this is probably an improvement on his part. So we're going to have to see what he can do. Brandon Gonzalez, he's a new rookie driver. He got in via random.org. So he's really happy about that. He's got to be excited. This is a cool test for this rookie. He's going to try to be able to log some laps during this to get ready for Daytona. Matthew Daly, I believe that's the brother of Cole. Him and Seth Cole here are working together here, trying to log some laps. Again, also Matthew Daly got in via random.org, while Seth Cole got in for winning the pole at Michigan. So we're gonna have to keep an eye on these guys as we have about a minute left in qualifying. I think that about covers everybody that's in it so far. Oh nope, Cole Daly in the 88 car coming out on the track. He is currently 8th fastest on the board, but he now switches from the 7 to the 88 car. So we're gonna have to see what he can do in this race and season as we go on. We're gonna go back to the fastest car on the track right now, and that is this driver right here. That is Ryan Cooper, as we have about 30 seconds remaining here in final practice for the Bud Shootout. We got 5 spots left to fill, and that will be in the Budweiser Shootout Last Chance Qualifier. And that will be tomorrow. And that will be up tomorrow. So don't worry about it, ladies and gentlemen. 10 seconds remaining here in final practice. Seems like Ryan Cooper, who won the Daytona 500, unfortunately who's going to miss out on Season 2, this being his possibly second to last appearance, as he's going to be drafted with Dylan Potey on the outside. But now that practice is over, the red and black flags are displayed. Ryan Cooper wins practice. Ryan Cooper wins practice. And there you see it, ladies and gentlemen, right here with the 47,006. Ryan Cooper wins practice. Charles Jackson is second. Poteet is third. Mercurius fourth. Brandon Gonzalez is fifth. Matthew Daly is sixth. Seth Cole seventh. Matthew Rodriguez eighth. Cole Daly ninth. Nick Velarda 10th. Alex Jones 11th. Dustin Griffiths 12th. Sam Young 13th. Jessica Shelton 14th. Everett Wagner 15th. Danny Wells 16th. And Joey Stets, defending race winner, starting second in the Bud Shootout, is dead last of the drivers who are locked in. Well, ladies and gentlemen, coming up next is the last chance qualifier for the Bud Shootout. That'll be during the day. So who is going to be the top, who's going to get into the top 5 and transfer into the Bud Shootout? The top 5 of the Bud Shootout LCQ will advance. So, who is going to advance? We'll have to find out. Thank you for joining me here tonight at the Daytona International Speedway. We will see you guys for the LCQ tomorrow. So, until we meet again.